tribe. Welcome to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. Okay, y'all see what the title is. Basically, I wanted to go in deeper on this. I've been like, okay, so I've been picking up on different energies which have been. It's like Thor. I know you guys have heard of Thor before. Um, Also, Odin. Odin is his father, right? Which I just learned about Odin before I got on here. I went and did a little research. But like these energies have been coming through. This is for the divine feminine. Okay, masculine. Don't be mad at me. But right now we are going through this transformation, and I am a key to helping the divine masculine through this time, which are the warriors of the new paradigm. And so um, that's where I'm at with it, right? I'm not doing this by myself. I'm really tapping into energy because now we are being called to pull the things that we've learned over time, these visions that we've had, the visions that you guys have had, the divine masculine, feminine, I'm sorry, the divine feminine that has had. So the dreams that you've had, the vivid visions that you've had that's been so real, where you are engaging with other beings and you may be in a totally different paradigm, but it's a connection. Um, I don't want to stay in this, I'm tired of being in that energy when I know that we're out of it. So I did that last video pertaining to the energies that, you know, was stealing from us and connecting themselves to us. You can go back and watch that. Who's to say in the future I won't be doing other videos because I am here to help the collective in its all. But right now we're going through this portal. So through this portal, there's a lot of different energies, and we are being called to connect with the correct ones, but also the ones that's been helping us through these times. So it was a while back. I had this vision, and I was in a car, and in the vision, I was in a car, and it was like an old school car, maybe back like in the 20s or something like that, the 1920s. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but it was as if I was wealthy. I was wealthy, and this the guy that was driving, he was clean cut. He had on a nice hat, like the old school hat, like. But he was watching like me in the rearview mirror, and I was looking around because I was thinking like, how did I get here? Like, how did I get here? So he had said some things to me. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know that that vision is a direct connection to something that is profoundly true, something that is connected to what's going on right now, and this message that's going to come through. I don't know if I want to share exactly what he said to me, but he took me to this place. It was a home, and I just remember him just him hugging me. He was hugging me and was crying a lot, and he was crying a lot. And he said, "And now you have to leave. You gotta go. Like, you can't be here." And so I left, and I didn't know how I was gonna leave. And he said, "You can fly," and I flew up. I didn't know until he told me. But so okay, so get into what I'm getting to. I'm pulling cards on this too, right? But I've been hearing Thor a lot, so I went and looked some shit up, right? Odin is Thor's father. Thor dad had two children, which was two boys. Odin has many names and is the god of both war and death. Half of the warriors who die in battle are taken to his hall of Jahula, or it's called Jahili or Jahala or something like that. It's Jalhalle. He is the one-eyed All-Father who sacrificed his eye in order to see everything that happens in the world. His son is Thor. He also has a son named Boulder. If Thor or Boulder have been coming up to you guys at all, you can most definitely have some connections to Thor or Boulder or Odin. But so the divine the divine feminine that I'm talking to, feminine that I'm talking to, you guys are connected to a spiritual realm that has a lot of historical how can I say it, historical energies attached to it. And it is a part of the beginning of creations. So that means it goes back very far. When I had seen that Odin, you know, whether this be a story that was created by man or not, I look at these stories as if as a tale of things that's happened, and it's up to us to weed through it to see what the truth is, right? So Odin, I believe, and what I'm feeling is he had many names, like they said, right? Because we all have. I did say I wasn't going to speak on what he said, but I'm not going to take it as if I said this, or because this is coming directly from me. But in the vision that I had, he asked me, what is it that I've seen? Like, what have you seen? And without me like looking at him, I was too busy looking around, like, well, I was really there, y'all, right? So he said, I said to him when he asked me that, I said, your face changed like 4 different times. That's what I had seen. And he said to me, oh, so now you're paying attention. So that message right there, a card just came out. And I'm going to leave it down until I finish saying what I'm saying. But that message that he came to bring directly to me, I'm supposed to share that with the divine feminine. If you go back and look at the video that I did before this one, if you go look at the video I did before this one and what I'm talking about, watch this, right? He said, oh, now you're paying attention. So with that being said, if he's saying that to me, that means that me and him have had interactions more than one time. And I may not have been paying attention. I may not have caught on. But he's been there at some point at each time, however many times it's been, which I'm sure it's been over thousands of times, right? So what I got from that is, it's been this long time that things has been going on, you know. If you're not a chosen one, if you're not, if you don't know now what this world is and what we're in and what we're up against and what's up against us, or whatever the case may be, and who you are, you're not gonna get this. You're not. It's not for you. But this is the awakening that's taking place. That vision that I had has a direct connection with the awakening that's taking place, and that has been taking place over the past 3 years. Okay? And when I say 3 years, I'm talking about 3 years specifically for the divine feminine and chosen ones that's in this time. Okay? Because we were in a slumber. We were in a slumber. And we had just activated, I say, in 2020, 2019, maybe. Some. The Three of Wands came out. It's a little bit of fire, right? Because we just now getting started. It's a little bit of fire, right? And the Three of Wands show one man standing there, looking out and looking over. All at what all he see, all he know, because he see all things, right? So when they say that Odin had this, and this is the connection that the divine feminine has to these gods, these demigods, these deities, whether they be women or not. I know that forgive me, I'm gonna think of her name, but she came to me, and I'm gonna tell you guys her name. She actually was I don't know if they want me to say it or not, so let me keep going, right? If they do want me to say it, I'll know and I'll say it, you guys. Just give me 1 minute. So I'm gonna get back to this. I feel like they didn't want me to go off because I will forget if I'm going all over the place. So Odin, he basically gave up his eyes to see all things. So he had one eye. And now we metaphorically look at that. What does that sound like? Because let me tell you, you guys, the past couple of weeks, I literally remember vividly hearing this story, but this was so long ago, about this man and him giving up his eyes. This probably, maybe it wasn't that long ago. I don't even remember where I heard it from. I just remember hearing this story. And now it's set before me. So, I also seen that before we had two eyes, we only had one eye. Okay, so I seen this shit. I seen it. Oh my goodness. Divine feminine, listen to what I'm telling you guys, right? Because these particular women that's connected to these gods that's been here since the beginning of evolution are being called forth to the forefront and have these same abilities that they have, and you've been having them. You've been having them. You've been hidden in plain sight. You've been hidden in plain sight because had it been, it's already been a direct, you've already been attacked. You've already had a direct attack because of the light, but they didn't know that you were connected to these gods, and you didn't know. Some knew, some of them knew, and that's where that's why you were able to be attacked, you know, by people throughout your life and stuff, because of the light that's shining. But just as well as you were in a slumber at times, at points in life, they were too. So it's kind of like you're the oddball out, and they haters. They're hate. It was hate. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. How they're showing it to me, it's kind of like having you know, being the new kid at school, or being, you know, the person, the black sheep of the family. That's what they're showing me. I don't want to say too much without me saying too much and putting too much out there, because I don't want to confuse you guys. But the chosen ones that I'm speaking to, the feminine energy, these are your forefathers. These are, you are connected to them in that way. And this is why you've had this protection over your life. It's been a war over you. Like, it's been a war over you because the power that lies within you, because of your genetic makeup, your human anatomy, holds a key to the new revolution, to the new paradigm, to the new world. You are clearing karmic energies. You are clearing out generational curses. You have cleared generational curses. Look, y'all. I'm getting goosebumps over me because this information, I just literally, this is all I looked up. Everything else, I'm channeling. Okay? So how is spoken of Odin sacrificing his eyes in order to see anything that happens in the world? Why would someone do that? Why would one sacrifice something to see over the world, or to see over something, anything? There has to be a direct connection with something that they are connected to, something that they love, something that they have to protect. This is wow. This is huge. So I'm being shown with the three of Wands. I'm being shown you, Divine Feminine, taking an overview of all of the things that may not have set right with you. The things that were almost, it seemed almost as if it was not real. You are being called to, what is he doing? Standing there. Seeing and looking over all things. He's looking over everything. This is this energy that I feel that we connected to, that the Divine Feminine are connected to. And I really do honestly see that. The reason why the attacks have been, all I'm doing was name. You good. Yeah. But it's just you here, everybody gone?
Hell yeah, Shonda was like, Mama, I said, get on. Ain't no air conditioning. My damn brother-in-law, I said, nigga, I thought you said you fixed the air conditioner. He was like, just beat it.
Just
It
beat
be
it.
just my motherfucking luck. I beat that motherfucker and something happened.
Right.
And then I stopped at the gas station. I said, man, was you gonna tell me these motherfucking tags expired?
Yeah.
She was like, oh my God, I'm finna sell you $185. That's how much the registration is. Can you go to DMV tomorrow?
Like,
motherfucker, damn. If you would have told me all this shit,
I would
have passed on this motherfucker.
Right.
I would have passed.
All right, y'all. Let's see. So I had said earlier about just now. I had said the direct attacks that has been placed upon you throughout your life, and so this is the Eight of Wands that's coming out. Now this is a lot of fire. Because we got the 8 of Wands and then we got the 3 of Wands. 8 and 3 is what? It's 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? So that's a lot of fire in here. Right? And what I'm picking up on is the connection that the Divine Feminine has to these energies, to Thor, to Balder, whether it be Balder or not. I'm just putting Balder out there because I really feel like it's Thor and Odin, right? The fire energy is them. The protection has been them. Amongst others that has, that have came together with them to protect the chosen ones, to continue on the to continue fighting in the war that has been brought upon us by the others. We'll call the others, the karmics. And it's been looking. So for this card to come out, for this one to come out after this one, it just let me know that this energy that we in, this portal that we're going into, that's open, the Lionsgate portal that's opened up, it's like now we're sitting over and we see things for what they are. We have this, like Odin, that one eye to see all things. Okay? This is what I'm being shown. So now as we go through this portal and we move through, they're gonna come. They're gonna continue to come, y'all. Whether it be people you know or new people you meet in new situations, the battle is never over, but we have an advantage over them. Without me saying too much and putting too much out there, I just want the collective to think about what it is. Over all of this time, knowing that it has been more time than you've actually spent on this earth, that Thor and Odin energy has protected you and followed you, whether it be other ones, and you are daughters of other fathers who are demigods, who are gods, who fought some of the biggest entities in one. You are connected to a bloodline, you are connected to royalty. You are connected to the oldest energy that has ever stepped foot on this earth. That's power. Right? I think about I don't know, I get emotional when I right now I am, and earlier I have been, and that's why I've been spending a lot of time alone through this portal, this 8-8 portal, because I need to be in this energy so that I can know exactly the energies that I need to feel. The only energies that can get through to me are the energies that have a direct connection to me. Any karmics, any anything negative, bad, they don't have no access because they are powerless right now. They're powerless in general. But the fight will continue on. And I said that they are powerless. And I was going to turn this around and turn it into upright. Because at one point they had victory over us. And that's how we were captured and put into this an illusion and into the slumber. But this is their energy. And there's no victory for them. We are now in power. As the musicians that we are and have always been. Can't make this up, y'all. I've never given a message like this before. To watch all my videos. I just tapped into the energy I was told to do, and I did it. They're telling me that we no longer live in fear. We no longer act off of fear. Because we now know who we are. Because of the work that you've done, Divine Feminine, it's not that it's the masculine, that we don't need. It's not that at all. I'm not mentioning the masculine because the Divine Feminine has been pushed aside long enough, and now we rise. The energy of the Divine Feminine rise. Big Mama back. We are in place. It's a sovereign energy that I'm feeling. It's a loving energy that I'm feeling. It's the energy of I have came back into communion with my true loved ones, which are the gods that were here from the beginning. The mothers that were here, they've been fighting for the mothers, for the creators, since this shit all started, since everything started, since they conspired to go against mother and father. Look at this. What did I just say at the bottom of the deck? It's the Six of Swords. But you see how she is going off and he's behind her? I said they have been protecting mother. I'm talking about this earth. I'm talking about the universe. That's mother, right? Source, one. We are one. We've always been one. So this all-seeing eye that he's talking about, that he gave up his two eyes for that. One eye to see all things on earth. Is him giving us a direct communication about who we are. And the power that we have. And although we've been in and out of using it, we have not taken advantage of anyone with these powers, knowing how powerful we are. We haven't hurt or caused pain upon others with this power. We've been sitting and waiting patiently and not knowing that what we truly were waiting on was to come back into power. It's been over I don't want to say the wrong number. Tell me. 9,000? 9,000 years? Although more? No less? 9,000 years? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 9. Them was the first two cards, but it's 10. I said 9. No less than 1,000 years that they've had us indoctrinated and enslaved. And now everything has reversed and turned around, y'all. Everything has changed. That's why the energy has changed. Oh my God. So everything's changed. So we were in prison. We were in prison in here. This where the prison was at, in here. And then they kept us in here. They kept us in here. Our souls. We weren't able to leave or nothing. Nothing. At night we would be able. At night we would leave when we would, At night we would leave. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word, but it's astral project. We would leave, but wow, y'all, this is dope. This is big. So like I was saying about, so now that you know that they are no longer in power, and you guys, let me tell you this, I can't make this shit up. Nobody told me this. Nobody knows. Conspiring with the divine, the Most High, with Source, with Father, metaphors, y'all. That's truth. Okay? So they had to leave and take off. And the offspring that was left here was protected. And they kept us coming. They showing me they kept us coming though. Like, we literally would get sent back here, and then sometimes we would even be born into the enemy's homes, and some kids didn't make it, some did, but went through such harsh criticism and such hard life. They fucked them up mentally because they was indoctrinated with hate and all of these things. And so this is how they stole the souls. This is how they stole the souls of some of our ancestors and some of our people, because they were so lost and so gone to where it was no, they didn't see the light. It's like they gave up on themselves. But then, and even with the protection and even with all of that, yeah, it happened to some of them because it's been a war. That's what it's saying. It's been a war. It's been a war. It said Odin has many names and is the god of both war and death. That's what it says, right? So let's keep going. 333. That's an ascended master number. 333. That's the second time in the last video that number came straight up and I caught it. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, I'm not trying to upset nobody, so I'm gonna be very careful what I say. I feel like the same thing that I'm doing, and this is for the divine feminine, that once you tap into just tapping into that energy, you're going to I'm finna, because they're showing me something, but I want to make sure I communicate it to you guys correctly. They're showing me a spike of the day. Oh, just did this up today. And it's in my human anatomy now. It's in my anatomy. And now I can see all what it is that I'm telling you. Worry not, fear not. I don't even sense the fear or the worry in the collective. The Wheel of Fortune. It took them over 9,000 years they kept us in this dark place, in this, and it only took Mother 3 motherfucking years to come back and smack them in their motherfucking face. Y'all thought y'all was going to be calm down. Let me calm down. She left with her head down, and she left because she didn't want to, you know, whatever the reasons is that she left. I'm gonna let her be that one that tell you divine feminine, because I'm sure it's many and plenty, right? But what was allowed of you, karmics, only took Mother 3 years to turn around. Thank you. What other message you have for the collective? So this goes back to the overview and the interview. When I say interview, I mean understanding who you are and standing on that shit. Going over the things that's happened to you throughout your life, because now you see clearly. You could see now. You know exactly who they are when they cross your path, whether it be someone that you know or someone that you've never met. You see them for who they are. They can no longer lie to you. The Chariot movement. Now it's time to move. You don't stay confined, condensed in sorrow, and don't do this no more. This is not the energy that we move in, because we've done the work to get to this. We move straight through shit now. Does this not have nothing to do with what I just said? I said, we know exactly who they are. The only way the enemy can get you is by stopping you and conversing with you, and you conversing with him or her. We don't do that no more. We move through these months. We move through them. We move straight through them. Because however it is, because it's different, and what stands inside of us knowing who we are now, we know who we are now, and just walk away. None of that. But yet, you know that they're still gonna come, right? The karmas are still gonna come. Some of them don't give a fuck, don't care. Y'all know how vicious people can be. Y'all know how crazy people can be. But what did I say? Don't worry and don't fear. You take the necessary steps that you need to take. To protect yourself in the physical. They will not be able to touch you. Although they will try. Damn. This is a beautiful time to be in. This is a beautiful fucking time to be in. Like, for real. Look at this. I can't make this shit up, man. Look. I said they cannot touch you although they will try, this is the energy that they're in. This is the Nine of Swords. It's a tower moment for them. They are falling apart. They're falling down. They're melting in the streets. When I say melting in the streets, I'm talking about their souls, because they are confined to just what it is and who they've been in this world. All of the it's thoughts, it's overthinking. That's the hell that they was talking about, y'all. That's where they had us captured at. That's what they tried to keep us in, by putting us in these karmic relationships and these karmic family members. Karmic mothers, fathers. This is where they are now. This is why I was just saying, and when I was being told, what I was listening to was they can't touch you. But this is chaos in the mind, in the mental. They're in prison mentally. They can go crazy at any moment, try to do something to you. You never know. So yes, you do have to protect yourself still. Absolutely. Just as much as we need our ancestors in the spiritual realm, our spiritual tribe, just as much as we need those souls on the other side, source one, we all one, they need us. And if they need us, then we need to do our part here on this earth, and we need to protect ourselves. This is for the divine feminine. You are coming into your tribe. There are people coming into your life that will protect you. If there's something that you need, you will have it to protect yourself. Regardless that be a motherfucking bazooka or a 9mm, however it is, a machete, I don't know. Or whether it be a man that truly loves you and protects you. Or whether you have some wonderful sons that's willing to create a safe place for you, and know that we were supposed to always come together as a tribe and live on the land, not apart from one another, not away from each other. They did that so that we can not have protection as divine feminines, because we are the future. We are the ones that's going to create the new paradigm. We are doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. Look, I cannot make this shit up. The tree of life, man. Rhythm. What did I say? The tribe. Whether it be your sons or a new man that come in your life. A rhythm maker. Balance. Tempo. What's a temple? It's a tribe. What's a temple? Somewhere created. It's created love. It's created peace. It's created as a safe haven. It's balance. It's nurturing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if we have issues and problems, then we're going to be able to communicate about it and sit there throughout the whole communication and not just, no, I don't want to hear that. It's not going to be no ignorant shit. It's none of that. This is not what's coming. What's coming is a new way of life. Look, y'all. We just, temple. It's coming. Balance. That is what we have been brought into. What's today? Today Tuesday. I know it was 8/8, but I'm gonna get one more card for it, so however many come out, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. But matter of fact, no, I'm finna pull some of the love oracles too after this one. Let me see. I don't know, I'm just being called to. This card heck of one to come out. Artism. It says craftsmanship. This is my divine feminine. The divine feminine, the collective. You've created this. You've crafted this. because you are the one here doing it. And this was the hardest place to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like this was the, and you kept coming back, lifetime after lifetime. No matter how many times they took you out or betrayed you, you still came back. And this is why you are being celebrated. This is why you are being celebrated. This is why this peace, balance that you feel has been bestowed upon your life. And will not be taken from you, cannot be taken from you. Because as a divine feminine, you are the creator. You are the creative, the artist, the craftsmanship, the all-seer, see all things. It's in you. Your forefathers have been co-inspiring and protecting and creating with you, and you've been with them. The love is so strong. The love is so strong. They don't play about you. They don't fucking play about you, and they ain't never played about you. And you've always been faithful. You've always been loyal. You've always been honest. You didn't let this world change you. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. Look at, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. They're gonna constantly. This is the protection. This is the love. This is what haven't been given to you on the 3D and the physical. You know what I'm saying? Not genuinely. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. It always go back to you. And at this moment, you don't even need to think about being true to others because you still healing. You did all this work, but the work never stops. It never ends. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Look, y'all, I'm going to pull one more card and I'm going to let you go and tell you that I love you and that this message is a beautiful message and how thankful I am to be a vessel to, correspond with the Most High and give this message out and with our soul family, and how proud I am of you guys. And I'm proud of myself too, You right where you supposed to be at. You right where you need to be. Okay? You every day not gonna be a Thanksgiving. Every day you're not gonna feel good about certain things because things have changed so dramatically, and you have to get used to this energy. Even though it's peaceful, even though it's love, even though it feel like that, you still have to get out there and take care of your family. You still gotta get out there and take care of yourself and make sure that you're okay. So with that comes, different, things that come at you. But I promise you, you're going to be okay. Okay? So let me just do one more. Oh, I had like 3 cards come out. That's crazy. So balance came out. It says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports the challenges. Okay? Y'all gonna be like, damn, Ashley, this is a message on what? Yeah, because I ain't never channeled no energy like this. It's the first time for everything, right? We have entered into a new portal, right? The Lion's Gate is open, so manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. This is your look it. This is our ancestors, source, conspiring with us, talking to us, okay? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically, okay? If you watched the last video that I just did, I said that the divine feminine, and I'm going to say it again, the divine feminine that I'm conspiring with, the chosen ones, most of y'all is single. Majority of y'all are single. And if not completely single, you may have someone that you're dealing with, but it's not something that's fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? It's not fulfilling. And right now, I'm telling y'all, man, just spend some time alone, man. Let that shit go. Get up out of that. Let them up out of here. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the most you can lose? What's the worst that can happen? You deserve it. You've done the work. If you understand this, then that means that our ancestors are one. Our ancestors, my ancestors fuck with your ancestors, whether it be, but this message didn't just come out of thin air. Absolutely not. It's been coming through for the longest. I'm just now being able to give it to you. Okay? So thank you for coming to Ashley's Tribe to Wealth. I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Namaste, which means the light within me sees the light in you. And yeah, it's all love, y'all. It's all love. Continue on your journey, continue to work, and be good.